This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success, on a field, court, or classroom, stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, where we are live. It's not looking good on YouTube, and I don't know what to do, but it's 1-1 moving into the bottom of the second inning. Wildcats scored in the top of the second, and now we move to the bottom of inning number 2. Major McNeese remains on the mound for the Wildcats. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Strike 1. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2. Now it's Angel Esqueda at the plate for the Dimmitt Bobcats. 1-1 is our score, bottom of the second. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 3 as he goes down swinging. That'll be out number 1. So one away. Nobody on for the Bobcats. And here comes Creed Bruton. Creed Bruton to the plate now for Dimmitt. Bruton steps into the batter's box. Major McNeese, the first pitch here. Swing and a foul ball straight back. Wildcats have Major McNeese on the mound. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first. Dawson Adkins at second. Ian Mendez at short. Chip Green at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left. Braden Redmond in center, and Blayton Solis in right. Next pitch here is popped up high in the shallow right field area on the grass as Dawson Adkins gets under it to make the catch, and that will be out number 2. So 2 outs. Nobody on for Dimmitt. That brings Jaden Rodriguez to the plate. First pitch in there is a called strike 1. Rodriguez, a left-handed batter at the plate for the Bobcats. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2. And then a strike 3, and that will retire the side as Dimmitt goes 3 up, 3 down in the second inning. We're headed to the top of the third, tied at 1. We'll be back with more Wildcats baseball right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we are live in Dimmitt, where the Wildcats are tied up with the Bobcats 1-1, heading into the top half of inning number 3. And coming up for Littlefield will be Gabe Villanueva. First batter up, shows bunt, fouls it off. It'll be strike one on the foul. Villanueva will be followed by Major McNeese and Adam McDonald in the batting order. Villanueva, the left-handed batter, steps back in. Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch from Fuentes, and that'll be outside for ball one. Count evens now at 1-1. Dimmitt scored 1 run in the first. Littlefield scored 1 run in the second, and it's tied 1-1 here in the top of the third. Pitch, low and away, ball 2. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to the batter, Villanueva. G playing in left field today for the Wildcats. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a foul ball down the left field line. On the foul, it'll be strike 2. So now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Villanueva. Here's Fuentes. Out of the windup, 2-2 pitch. High and inside for ball 3. Now it's 3-2, a full count. We apologize for the choppy video on YouTube. You can listen to the live audio if it's driving you crazy at littlefieldsports.com. Here's the 3-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3 as Villanueva goes down looking for out number 1. Gabe Villanueva strikes out. Nobody on base, and we go back to the top of the order for the Wildcats. And this will be Major McNeese. Major is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out his first time up to start the game. So here's the first pitch to McNeese. That one comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1. Adam McDonald is in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. Here's the windup of the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball down the left field line. It drops in for a base hit. And Major will be safe at first with a single, a one-out single here in the third inning. Wildcats now have a runner on first with 1 out. And Adam McDonald comes to the plate now. Adam is 0 for 1 with a fly out. He had a fly out to the center fielder in the gap in left center field his last time up. Here's the first pitch to McDonald, and he'll foul this one off to the backstop, strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Adam McDonald. This game was scheduled to start at 7, but they did move it up to 6:30 due to the chance of rain tonight. Pickoff throw to first, not in time as McNeese gets back in safely. 0-1. Back of the plate to McDonald. Chip Green is in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. Oh, 1 pitch, low and in the dirt. McNeese is going to steal second, and he'll be uncontested there as he slides in. That puts the go-ahead run on second base now for the Wildcats. Runner in scoring position with Adam McDonald at the plate, 1-1. Pickoff throw to second, and they got him as Major McNeese caught stealing at second base. Will be out number 2. Not caught stealing, but picked off as he was diving back to the bag there at second base. That was Rudy Fuentes to Caden Carpio. The shortstop made the tag. Now it's 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield. Back of the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam McDonald. Pitch. He holds up on a strike, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, McDonald. 1-1 is our score here in the third. 1-2 pitch. Low, ball 2, and now it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on for Littlefield. Adam McDonald at the plate. Here's the windup and the 2-2. Curveball, and he'll ground it foul. Oh, it's fair. Fielded by the third baseman. Errant throw to first, gets past the first baseman. McDonald's going to second. And that was right down the line. Jadrian Herrera nabbed it, but then made the errant throw, allowing Adam McDonald to go to second base. And the Littlefield Wildcats now, with 2 outs, have a runner in scoring position. McDonald on second, and here comes Chip Green. Green to the plate. First pitch here will be fouled off over the backstop and out of play. 0-1 to the batter, Green. Oh and 1 to the batter, Green. Pitch way outside, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1 now to Chip Green. Should Chip get on base with 2 outs, Jacob Kirkland would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. And again, we apologize on YouTube. We believe it's pretty bad video, so I don't know how to fix it, but you can listen to the audio at littlefieldsports.com. Slow rolling grounder to third, fielded. It's in time for out number 3 as Chip Green grounds out to the third baseman. That will retire the side. We're headed to the bottom of the third with your score 1-1. We'll be back with more Wildcats baseball right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball as we resume play in progress here in the bottom of the third inning. Frankie Cortez is at the plate for the Bobcats, and he's got a 1-ball, 2-strike count against Major McNeese. McNeese remains on the mound as he starts his third inning of work. Here's a grounder, slow roller back to McNeese, and he'll throw to first. It's in time for out number 1. 1 away for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the third. Still tied at 1. Littlefield has Major McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland at catcher, Adam McDonald at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at shortstop, and Chip Green at third. As the first pitch here to Jadrian Herrera, swing and a miss at strike 1. Gabe Villanueva's out in left, Braden Redmond in center field, and Blayton Solis out in right. Next pitch is a grounder to third, fielded by Green, and he'll throw it to first in time for out number 2. As Herrera grounds out to the third baseman. Adam McDonald there at first base with the putout. 2 outs and nobody on for the Bobcats, and here comes Rudy Fuentes to the plate. Fuentes is the pitcher in today's game for the Bobcats. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Fuentes. McNeese delivers one high for ball 1. The count evens at 1-1. Major McNeese now at 37 pitches here in the starting effort here in the third inning. That pitch just misses a little outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Next pitch, swing and a foul tip. Fuentes got a little piece of it. May have hit the umpire. Umpire's going to walk it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs when play resumes here in the bottom of the third inning. Tied at 1. This is the Wildcats' next to the last game of the regular season. Littlefield will finish out the regular season on Friday night at home versus Shallowater. And it'll be senior night that night. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McNeese with the payoff pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit deep out into left field. Villanueva gets under it and makes the catch, and that will be out number 3 to retire the side. As Dimmitt goes down in order in the third, we're headed to the top of the fourth with your score tied at 1. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, where the Wildcats are tied up with the Dimmitt Bobcats here, moving to the top of inning number 4. We have the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats. This will be Jacob Kirkland, followed by Dawson Adkins and Braden Redmond. And again, we apologize for any technical problems on YouTube. I know it looks bad. Audio is still good at littlefieldsports.com. Jacob Kirkland is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice. I believe it was a third out fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Kirkland, the designated hitter today, batting in the order for the right fielder, Blayton Solis. So here's Kirkland at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss at strike 1 to Jacob Kirkland. Oh and 1. Here's Fuentes. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 2. So now the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Kirkland. The windup, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little fly ball out into center field. And it will drop in for a base hit. Out in front of the center fielder, couldn't get to it in time, and Jacob Kirkland is on with a leadoff single for the Wildcats. So Kirkland gets on base, and here comes Dawson Adkins. Adkins is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Shows bunt, and he'll lay it down the first baseline. Too much on it. First baseman fields it, steps on the bag for out number 1, but it will advance Jacob Kirkland over to second base. So Dawson Adkins moves the runner over. With 1 away now, that puts Braden Redmond at the plate. The go-ahead run is in scoring position for the Wildcats here. Here's the first pitch to Redmond. Low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Redmond at the plate, Mendez on deck. Out of the stretch, here's Fuentes. That pitch is high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Braden Redmond walked his last time up. Redmond at the plate. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that one comes in for a strike. It's now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. With 1 out here, and Littlefield has a runner on scoring position at second base as Jacob Kirkland. So it's 2-1 to Redmond. Here's Fuentes. 2-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 3. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to Braden Redmond. Trying to get something going here for the Wildcats in the 4th inning. Pickoff throw to second, not in time. We've already had a runner picked off at second base. That time Kirkland gets in safely. Back of the plate, 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch to Redmond, high and inside, ball 4. So that puts runners at first and second base for Littlefield now with 1 out, and Ian Mendez comes to the plate. Mendez, the Wildcats' shortstop, steps into the box. He reached on an error his last time up. Second trip to the plate today for Ian. First pitch here to Mendez is low, gets past the catcher, and the runners will advance. Kirkland goes to third, and Redmond will go to second base on the passed ball. Diego Villarreal, the Dimmitt catcher. Just couldn't get his knees down in front of it on that one in the dirt, and it's going to be 1-0 at the plate. But Littlefield now has 2 runners in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. I'm sorry. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is low. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Sometimes what my brain thinks and what comes out of my mouth are 2 different things. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the next pitch. Oh, check swing on one low and inside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 to Mendez. A base hit, could probably score 2. We have Braden Redmond on second and Jacob Kirkland at third. Wind up in the pitch. That one's in there for a strike, and now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Mendez. Timeout called to the plate. Ian steps back in. Fuentes, the pitcher, with a 2-2 delivery. Way inside for ball 3. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mendez at the plate. Jaden Kirkland is on deck. Here's the payoff pitch to Ian. Low, ball 4, and that will load him up for the Wildcats now. Littlefield has the bases loaded with 1 out. And here comes Jaden Kirkland. Kirkland is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat today. Littlefield has Ian Mendez on first, Braden Redmond at second, Jacob Kirkland at third, and here's Jaden Kirkland at the plate. Jaden steps into the box for the second time today. Littlefield trying to break the tie here in the 4th inning. 1-1 our score. So wind up in the pitch. In there for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Here's Fuentes. Out of the windup, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's strike 2 now. 0-2. Gabe Villanueva on deck for the Wildcats. As Jaden steps back in. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out into the gap in left center field. It's down for a base hit. Kirkland will score. Redmond right behind him. Mendez safe at second, and 2-run score for the Littlefield Wildcats, and it's 3-1. Littlefield on top here in the top of the 4th inning. A 2 RBI single on a fly ball to left center field for Jaden Kirkland. And we'll see a courtesy runner coming in for Kirkland. This is number 26, Gabe Mata. Gabe Mata running for Kirkland. So Gabriel Mata is at first base. Ian Mendez at second base. 1 out with Gabe Villanueva coming to the plate. Wildcats have just taken the lead 3-1. 3-1 Littlefield now here in the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch. Nope, we'll see a pickoff throw to second, and I believe it actually hit Ian Mendez in the leg as he was sliding back into the bag. So Gabriel Mata at first, running for Jaden Kirkland. Ian Mendez at second. Villanueva at the plate. Pitch, swing, and a little check swing, foul ball. Back to the backstop, it's 0-1. Major McNeese on deck for the Wildcats. Here's Fuentes. 0-1 delivery, a bunt laid down the third baseline. Good looking bunt. Everybody's safe. And G with a great bunt just lays it down in the grass. And that will load him up once again. Bases loaded for Littlefield. Villanueva at first, Gabriel Mata at second, Ian Mendez at third, and now as Major McNeese gets ready to come to the plate, we'll see a visit to the pitcher's mound for the Bobcats. Littlefield scored 1 run in the second inning and 2 runs so far here in the fourth. Dimmitt's only run of the game so far came in the first inning. Here in the top of inning number 4, Littlefield has the bases loaded with 1 out. At the top of the order coming to the plate. And again, this game was scheduled for a 7 o'clock start, but they started 30 minutes early at 6:30 just to try to avoid any potential showers or storms that may come through the area tonight. As the infield is huddled up around their coach on the mound for the Bobcats. And we may see a pitching change. And we will. There will be a pitching change for the Bobcats. So with the pitching change, we'll take a break. We'll hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. After the pitching change, this is Creed Bruton now pitching for the Bobcats And he'll face Major McNeese with 1 out and the bases loaded. McNeese is 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single, and he'll hit this one high up into right field, shallow right. Coming down to the second baseman, the catch is made. And that will be out number 2 as Major pops it up to second base. Everybody's held up. 2 outs now with the bases loaded. And Adam McDonald comes to the plate. Adam McDonald steps into the box for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and then reached on an error. Here's the first pitch from Bruton to McDonald, and he'll swing at this one for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, McDonald. Sure would like to take advantage of having the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. 2 runs have already come across here in the 4th inning for the Wildcats. Here's the 0-1. Curveball misses for ball 1. Adam tried to call timeout just as Bruton was going into his windup. Umpire did not grant it. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now Bruton will reset. Creed Bruton on the mound now, pitching in relief of Rudy Fuentes for Dimmitt. One pitch. Misses low. Ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. We have Gabe Villanueva at first, Gabriel Mata at second, running for Jaden Kirkland, and Ian Mendez at third. 2-1 delivery, high and inside, ball 3. So now it's 3-1. McDonald with the hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch, swing and a fly ball hit down the left field line. Left fielder gets under it and makes the catch, and that will be out number 3 to retire the side. Wildcats bring 2 across, but leave 3 stranded. Your score headed to the bottom of the 4th is Littlefield 3, Dimmitt 1. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom half of inning number 4. Littlefield leads the game by a score of 3-1. Caden Carpio comes to the plate for Dimmitt. Major McNeese remains on the mound for Littlefield. First pitch was outside for ball 1 to Carpio. Next pitch, swing and a foul tip. Off the bat onto the catcher's gear. Carpio is 1 for 1 with a double today. He hit one over Braden Redmond to dead center field in his first at bat. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carpio. Again, we apologize for any video difficulties we're having. The audio is available at littlefieldsports.com. Carpio steps back into the box. Here's Major, gets the call from his catcher, Jaden Kirkland. That pitch misses low and inside for ball 2. Now it's 2-1. We have McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, McDonald at first, Adkins at second, Mendez at short, Green at third. That pitch comes in for a strike. Now it's 2-2. We have Gabe Villanueva out in left, Redmond in center field, and Blayton Solis out in right. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Carpio goes down swinging for out number 1. Major records another strikeout. And this will be number 7, Samuel Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps to the plate now for the Bobcats. And his first at-bat swings at this one for strike 1. As he is now in the lineup in the batting order for Chatham, who was ejected in the first inning. Swing and a miss at strike 2. 0-2. Gonzalez down in the count to the Wildcats pitcher, Major McNeese. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Kirkland drops the ball, but he'll pick it up and throw to first in time for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Dimmitt. And here comes number 11, Diego Villarreal. Villarreal comes to the plate now. He is 1 for 1 with a single as he singled to right center field in his last at-bat. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch here, low, hits the rubber of home plate. That'll be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter, Villarreal. Next pitch. A little high, maybe a little high and outside for ball 2 now. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. 2-0 pitch, swing and a pop-up. Well, it got a little deeper than I thought out into right field. Blayton Solis calls everybody off. It hits him in the glove and comes out of it. That would have been out number 3. And that'll be an error on the Wildcats' right fielder, Solis. And Villarreal, who's the catcher, will go back to the dugout, and we'll see a courtesy runner coming in for Villarreal, and that will be number 9. Number 9, Isaiah Cifuentes. Cifuentes running at first base now with 2 outs for Dimmitt. And here comes Angel Esqueda to the plate. Esqueda steps back in for the second time today. He struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch here outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Next pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 1, and the count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Dimmitt has a runner on first. That pitch is fouled off. Strike 2. Wildcats lead the game here, 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's McNeese. The pitch. A little high and outside for ball 2, and now the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pitch. Low and inside, gets past the catcher, and that will allow Cifuentes to go to second base on the passed ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-2. Full count with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Esqueda goes down swinging for out number 3 as Dimmitt puts one on but can't bring any across. We are headed to the top of the 5th with your score, Littlefield 3, Dimmitt 1. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top of the fifth inning. Littlefield leads this game by a score of 3-1. Moving into the top of the fifth, the Wildcats will have in the order Chip Green, Jacob Kirkland, and Dawson Adkins. Coming up, we may see a change in the lineup here as Coach Hartley is over here visiting with the home plate umpire. But we do know Chip Green will be up in the order. And Chip is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Creed Bruton remains on the mound for Dimmitt. He has thrown 6 pitches, pitching in relief of Rudy Fuentes, who's now at first base. So Green steps into the box, top of the fifth inning. Leadoff batter. Here's Bruton. First pitch, misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a ground ball foul down the third baseline. On the foul, that will be strike 1. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Chip Green. Green, the Wildcats' senior third baseman. The 1-1 pitch. Swings at one high, slow and high. Went after it. It's 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Bruton with the 1-2 delivery. Curveball, and he'll pop it up. Well, he got a good piece of it, actually. He's going to be hit deep. Out into center field, off the wall. Green standing up at second base. To me, when it came off the bat, it looked like it went straight up. That was high and deep and hit the fence in center field over the center fielder's head. And that is a leadoff double for Chip Green on a hard hit fly ball to center. With the Wildcats on top 3-1 here in the fifth inning, Jacob Kirkland comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position and no outs. Jacob, the cleanup hitter, is 1 for 2, and he shows bunt. First pitch, curveball, misses for ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Kirkland. Dawson Adkins is in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. One-0 pitch. That one catches the inside corner for a called strike 1. Now the count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Kirkland. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Creed Bruton to Jacob Kirkland. Curveball comes in for a strike. Now it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Bruton. Pickoff throw to second base. Not in time as Chip Green dives back into the bag safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Bruton gets the call from his catcher. 1-2 pitch, high, ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs with a runner on second base here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. So now it's a full count to Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland at the plate. Everybody will reset as Bruton comes off the back of the rubber there on the mound. Full count to Jacob Kirkland. Pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. So that will put runners at first and second base here with no outs. And Dawson Adkins will come to the plate now for the Wildcats, as the Dimmitt catcher will jog out to the mound to visit with his pitcher, Creed Bruton. Bruton, the second pitcher that Dimmitt has used today. It's a close game, 3-1 here in the 5th. So Dawson is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the second baseman, his first at bat, and then bunted out. Last time up, he lays down a bunt here. Fast roller to second base. Fielded. Throw to first is in time for out number 1, but he will advance both runners into scoring position. So Dawson Adkins on the bunt moves Chip Green from second to third and Jacob Kirkland from first to second. And now Braden Redmond comes to the plate. Redmond comes up with runners at second and third base and 1 out. Redmond has walked twice in today's game. Takes that pitch for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Braden Redmond. Here's the 0-1. He's going to lay down a bunt. Runner's coming home and will score. Throw to first is in time. The sacrifice bunt to score Chip Green on the squeeze. Braden Redmond with an RBI. That also allowed Jacob Kirkland to go to third base. And Littlefield now leads this game by a score of 4-1. Here comes Ian Mendez to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on third. 2 outs with a runner on third base for Ian. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Should Ian get on base with 2 outs, Jaden Kirkland would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. 1-0. Swing and a fly ball hit out into left field. Left fielder waves everybody off and makes the catch, and that will be out number 3. But the Wildcats score another run here in the 5th, and it is 4-1 Littlefield, headed into the bottom of inning number 5. We'll be back right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4944763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. As we move into the bottom half of inning number 5, we have a pitching change for the Wildcats, and this will be Chip Green coming on to pitch now for Littlefield. Chip was the third baseman. Now the senior right-hander will take the mound to pitch in relief of Major McNeese. Major will go out to center field. The starting center fielder, Braden Redmond, will move to second base. And the second baseman, Dawson Adkins, will move over to third, and that's where Chip Green was. So we have Green on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald still at first, Braden Redmond now at second, Ian Mendez still at short, and Dawson Adkins now at third base. Gabe Villanueva still in left, Major McNeese now in center field, and Blayton Solis still in right. The 7, 8, 9 batters coming up in the order for Dimmitt. First pitch here is a grounder, base hit between the shortstop and third baseman out into left field for Creed Bruton. Bruton with a single on a ground ball to left field. Runner on first here with no outs for the Bobcats. Littlefield leads the game 4-1. 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. We're scheduled to play 7. Here comes Jaden Rodriguez. Left-handed batter steps into the box. First pitch to Rodriguez. Runner's going to go. Kirkland throws, but it is not in time as Creed Bruton steals at second base. Back of the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter Rodriguez with no outs and a runner on second base. Here's Green with a 1-0 pitch, and it's a bunt. Coming back to Green, he picks it up, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 1. Does advance the runner to third. So now the Bobcats have a runner on third base with 1 out. And this is number 5, Frankie Cortez. Cortez comes to the plate for the second time today. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch to Cortez, misses low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Green with a pitch. That one comes right down the middle for a called strike 1. It's now 1-1. There's the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Low gets past the catcher. Runner's coming home, and he'll score. As the run comes across for Dimmitt. On the pass ball, your score is now 4-2, Littlefield on top. Back of the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike to Cortez. 1 out, nobody on. Wildcats with a 2-run lead here in the 5th inning. Last time these two teams played, it was close, with Littlefield winning 6-3. As that one was swung on for strike two. Here's the 2-2, just outside for ball three. Now it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 to the batter, Cortez. Green delivers the payoff, and it's hit out into right field. That gets down for a base hit. And that will be a 1-out single for Frankie Cortez to right field. Runner on first with 1 out. And here we go back to the top of the order now for Dimmitt. Jadrian Herrera comes to the plate. Jadrian is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Runner on first base with 1 away. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Green gets a call from his catcher. First pitch, and he's going to hit this one straight up in the air, coming down near the pitcher's mound. Green gets under it and makes the catch, and that's out number 2. On the pop-up, runner at first base tags up. I don't know if that was an infield fly rule or not. Didn't hear the umpires. Either way, Green made the catch. So it's 2 outs with a runner on first, and here's Rudy Fuentes. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. McDonald at first base makes the tag, but the runner got back in safe. Green with his first pitch to Fuentes. Fuentes tries to call time. The umpire won't give it to him. And now he does, as Chip Green wasn't going to throw the pitch. It's a little bit of a standoff there. Green wasn't going to throw the pitch, and Fuentes was trying to call time. The umpire wouldn't give it to him. And now Chip delivers this one, and it will be hit foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-1. 0-1 after the foul ball to Rudy Fuentes. Dimmitt has 2 outs with a runner on first. 1 run has come across in this inning for the Bobcats, and it's 4-2 Littlefield. It was 6-3 Wildcats the first time we played Dimmitt back at home. Here's Chip. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Green gets the call from Kirkland. Pitch is going to be hit high out into center field. Redmond gets under it to make the catch. Correction, McNeese now in center field makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But Dimmitt brings one across, and we're headed to the top of the 6th with your score. Littlefield 4, Dimmitt 2. We'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top of inning number 6. Your score is Littlefield 4, Dimmitt 2. Wildcats will be bringing Up to the plate, Jaden Kirkland, followed by Gabe Villanueva and Major McNeese in the batting order. The 8, 9, and 1 batters. And it will be Creed Bruton still on the mound for Dimmitt. Bruton has thrown a total of 21 pitches in relief of the starter, Rudy Fuentes. So here comes Jaden to the plate. Jaden will come up for the third time today. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He singled to shallow left center field in his last at-bat on a fly ball. First pitch, swing and a miss at strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Wind up the 0-1 delivery, fouled off to the backstop, strike 2. So just like that, Jaden is down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Kirkland. Here's a Bruton. Now everybody's ready as Kirkland steps into the box. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Gets down for a base hit out in left field. And Jaden Kirkland starts things off with a single on a short fly ball out in front of the left fielder. And it's a leadoff single for Jaden Kirkland. And we'll see a courtesy runner once again for Jaden, the catcher. Looks like they'll be bringing in Gabe Mata once again to run. Gabe Mata will be running for Jaden Kirkland at first for the Wildcats. So now Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate. Villanueva is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, and he bunted safely in his last at-bat. They have good, thick grass here in Dimmitt. You get a ball down on a bunt, and it could just kind of stay put, and that's what happened the last time for Villanueva. That first pitch there was low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Runner on first, no outs for the Wildcats. 4-2 lead. Pitch outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. As G steps back into the batter's box. 2-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 3. Maybe a little outside. 3-0 now. Villanueva ahead in the count. Bruton with a 3-0 pitch. That one comes in for a strike, and now it's a 3-1 count. 31 to Gabe Villanueva. Major McNeese on deck. Three-one. He's going to lay a bunt down once again on the third baseline, and the throw won't even be attempted. As Gabriel Mata goes to third base, the third baseman, Jadrian Herrera, came up to field the bunt. Nobody was covering the bag at third, and smart base running by the Wildcats. Villanueva gets on safely with a bunt. But runners on the corners now and no outs for the Wildcats. And that is back-to-back successful bunts down the third baseline for G. Gabe Villanueva, and that puts Gabriel Mata at third base. So nobody was covering the bag at third. And we go back to the top of the order now for the Wildcats. This is Major McNeese to the plate. First pitch to Major. Low for ball 1. And Villanueva will steal second base uncontested. And now the Wildcats have runners at second and third base. Littlefield with 2 runners in scoring position and no outs here. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Major. And he'll ground this one down the first baseline. Fielded. They'll step on the bag for out number 1, but it will score Gabriel Mata to make it 5-2 Littlefield. And the Littlefield Wildcats lead this game now 5-2 here in the top of the 6th. And that brings Adam McDonald to the plate with 1 out, runner on third. Adam is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts. He did reach on an error in his second at bat. First pitch to Adam. Low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter McDonald. Chip Green on deck for the Wildcats. One-0. High, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. We've been playing for about an hour and a half. This game started at 6:30 today. It's 8 o'clock. Pitch. Low and inside, gets past the catcher. Gabe Villanueva will come home and score. And that makes your score 6-2, Littlefield on top. Back of the plate, McDonald, 3 balls and no strikes. 1 out. Nobody on for Littlefield here in the top of the 6th. Here's Bruton with the 3-0 delivery. That one misses high for ball 4. And McDonald will go to first base with a base on balls, and Chip Green comes to the plate now, but we'll see another visit to the mound for the Bobcats. Chip Green will be coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3 today with a single, a ground out, and a double in that order. His last at bat, he doubled to deep center field. 6-2. 6-2. Wildcats lead it here, top of the 6th inning. Wildcats have scored 1 run in the 2nd inning, 2 runs in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, and 2 runs so far in the 6th. And we'll see another pitching change for the Bobcats. So while the new pitcher warms up, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with more Littlefield baseball right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in Dimmitt, where the Wildcats lead it by a score of 6-2, moving into, or rather after the pitching change. We're still in the top of the 6th. With 1 out and a runner on first base, it will be Chip Green coming to the plate for the Wildcats, and it will be Jadrian Herrera. Jadrian Herrera will be the new pitcher for Dimmitt. And Chip Green, who is 2 for 3 today with a single, a ground out, and a double, will come up for the 4th time. Jacob Kirkland is on deck for the Wildcats. So here we go. Green coming to the plate. Herrera now on the mound for Dimmitt. 6-2 is our score. So here's Herrera with the first pitch to Chip Green. It comes in and hits him. So Chip Green, hit by a pitch, will go to first base. Runners at first and second now for the Wildcats, and Jacob Kirkland comes up. Jacob is 1 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat, then had a single to center field before walking in his last at-bat. This is the 4th trip to the plate now for Kirkland. First pitch to Jacob. A little high, it was right there at his hands, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Littlefield has 1 out with runners at first and second base. One-0 pitch. Kirkland fouls it off. On the foul ball, it will be strike 1. Runners were on the move. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Jacob steps back in. The 1-1. Low gets past. Oh, it's going to hit him. And Jacob Kirkland, hit by a pitch, will load him up. So the bases are loaded for the Littlefield Wildcats with 1 out here. We have Jacob Kirkland at first, Chip Green at second, Adam McDonald at third, and Dawson Adkins coming to the plate for the Wildcats. 1 away, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter Adkins. Dawson is 0 for 3 today, ground out and 2 unsuccessful bunts. They moved runners over. So I guess they were successful, but he wasn't able to reach base safely, as that one is in the dirt for ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. And Villarreal, the catcher, will go out and have a word with his pitcher for the Bobcats. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Friday night, it will be senior night. Back at home, the last home game, the last regular season game for Littlefield. When Shallowater comes to town, the Wildcats will be playoff bound. As they wrap up the regular season on Friday. Here's the 2-0 to Dawson, and that's going to come in and hit him. And that'll bring a run in, a bases loaded hit by pitch, and that's the 3rd batter that's been hit by a pitch from Jadrian Herrera as Adam McDonald comes in to score. That's going to make it 7-2, Littlefield on top. And Braden Redmond comes to the plate now. Adkins is at first, Kirkland at second, Green at third, and here's Redmond. First pitch to Braden, high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. 7-2 now, Littlefield on top. The 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. The sacks are jammed with 1 out for the Wildcats. 1-1 pitch. High, ball 2. Now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. 2-1 pitch to Redmond. He pops this one up in the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect, and Redmond will be out. So everybody stays in place. Adkins at first, Kirkland at second, Green at third. And Ian Mendez comes to the plate now. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Ian steps into the box. First pitch, high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter Mendez. One-0 pitch. Inside corner called strike 1, and it evens now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter Mendez. Pitch, high, ball 2. Now 2-1. Adkins at first, Kirkland at second, Green at third, Ian at the plate. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a little pop-up in the infield, comes down to the shortstop. He can't make the catch, and everybody's safe as a run scores. As Baylor Navarro had a hard time fielding that one. That will make it 8-2, Littlefield on top. That brings Jaden Kirkland to the plate. First pitch to Jaden misses for ball 1. So now we have Mendez at first, Adkins at second, Kirkland at third, Jaden Kirkland at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, slow roller. Third baseman fields it, bobbles it, and drops it. And another run scores on another Dimmitt error. This time on the third baseman. And that will make your score 9-2, Littlefield on top. Bases are loaded here with 2 outs. And Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate. We have Jaden Kirkland at first, Ian Mendez at second, and Dawson Adkins at third. And here's Villanueva. First pitch. Misses. Maybe high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out to the gap in left center field. It gets down. 1 run will score. It's going back to the wall. Adkins comes in. Mendez comes in. And it's a 2 RBI double for Gabe Villanueva. On a hard hit ball to the gap in right center field. And that makes your score 11-2, Littlefield on top. And the Wildcats now have scored 7 runs here in this inning. And we go back to the top of the order for Major McNeese. Major McNeese comes to the plate. Major is 1 for 4 with a ground out, single, fly out, and a ground out in that order. This will be his 5th at-bat of the day. First pitch, misses low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Major McNeese. Wind up in the 1-0 high, ball 2. Littlefield has 2 runners in scoring position here in the top of the 6th. Here's Herrera out of the windup. 2-0 delivery. Low. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes now. 3-0 to Major. with Adam McDonald in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. That pitch is outside for ball 4. Major McNeese draws the walk, and that'll load him up once again. McNeese at first, Villanueva second. Jaden Kirkland is his courtesy runner, who is Gabe Mata, running at third base. That brings McDonald to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. Ball gets past the catcher, and Gabe Mata will come home to score on the passed ball. Villanueva goes to third, and McNeese goes to second. And now it's a 10-run game as Littlefield leads it 12-2. Back of the plate, 1 ball, no strikes to Adam McDonald. Pitch outside, ball 1. And Littlefield has 2 runners in scoring position. McNeese at second, Villanueva third. McDonald at the plate. Wildcats on top, 12-2. Pitch right down the middle for a called strike 1. And now it's 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Pitch low. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to McDonald. Should Adam get on base with 2 outs, Chip Green would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. 3-1 pitch to McDonald. Swing and a ground ball down the third base line. Foul. On a foul ball, that will be strike 2. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Adam McDonald, the Wildcats' senior first baseman. So Adam comes back to the plate. The 3-2 pitch. On the full count, it's going to hit him. Adam McDonald, hit by a pitch, will go to first base. And that loads them up once again for the Wildcats, and we'll see yet another visit to the mound for Dimmitt. Littlefield has the bases loaded with 2 outs here. 8 runs have already come across here in the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Wildcats lead it 12-2. There'll be another pitching change, so we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as The Dimmitt Bobcats will bring Creed Bruton back in to pitch. Bruton pitched in relief of the starter, Rudy Fuentes, and then was pulled and now back in at pitcher. So he re-enters the game on the mound. 2 outs and the bases are loaded for Littlefield. And we have Adam McDonald at first, Major McNeese at second. And now C.J. Weaver is pinch running. C.J. Weaver now running at third base. Chip Green at the plate. First pitch low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Bases are loaded for the Wildcats. Chip Green at the plate, 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. Chip dodged it. And that'll be ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Chip's already been hit 1 time today, I think. Yeah, he was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. He's going to foul this one off, out of play. Strike 1 on the foul. Now 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Wildcats. 12-2 Littlefield on top. 8 of those 12 runs have come across here in the 6th inning. Here's the 2-1. Curveball fouls it back to the backstop for strike 2. It's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the bases loaded for Littlefield. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Chip Green. And he'll ground this one to the third baseman. He drops it, picks it up, throws to first, and it's not in time as everybody's safe. And another error on the Dimmitt Bobcats scores another run for Littlefield. And that will make it 13-2. Now we have Green at first, McDonald at second, McNeese at third, and Jacob Kirkland at the plate. First pitch to Kirkland is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Jacob Kirkland. 13-2 Littlefield, top of the 6th. Next pitch, low, ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's Bruton to Kirkland, high, ball 3. Now 3 balls and no strikes, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Kirkland. Pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. Major McNeese will walk across the plate on a bases-loaded walk. Your score is now 14-2. Littlefield on top. 14-2 Wildcats, top of the 6th. Littlefield has now scored 10 runs here in the 6th inning, and Dawson Adkins comes to the plate. Bases loaded. First pitch to Dawson is high for ball 1. We have Jacob Kirkland on first, Chip Green at second, and Adam McDonald on third. 1-0 pitch, high, ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. 2-0 pitch to Adkins. Misses low and in the dirt. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. And Bruton is one pitch away from walking in another run. The 3-0 pitch comes down the middle for a strike one, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the batter, Adkins. Dawson is 0 for 3. Ground out, bunted out twice, and he's going to rip this one down the left field line. It's fair. Going back to the corner. McDonald will come in to score. And that will be an RBI single down the left field line for Dawson Adkins. And that makes it 15-2, Littlefield on top. Wildcats still have the bases loaded with 2 outs here, and Braden Redmond comes to the plate. Redmond. First pitch to Braden is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Next pitch comes in for a called strike 1, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 outs and the bases loaded for Littlefield, 11 runs have scored here in the 6th inning for the Wildcats. 1-1 pitch, high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Braden Redmond started the game in center field, now playing second base. 2-1, swings at this one, but it goes foul, I'm guessing. Umpire never gave a signal. Umpire's got to do something. Kids didn't know if it was fair or foul. Now he'll say it was foul, and everybody will head back. Yeah, and then the first, he didn't do anything, and then the first signal was he pointed in like it was fair, and then he changed his mind and said it was foul. So Braden will come back to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Count remains 2-2. After the foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3 as Braden Redmond goes down looking. That will end the top of the 6th, where the Wildcats brought 11 runs across the plate, and Littlefield leads it 15-2. Headed to the bottom of inning number 6. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network here in Dimmitt, Texas. The Wildcats lead it by a score of 15-2, headed into the bottom of the sixth. 3 outs and it's over for the Wildcats. If we can keep Dimmitt from scoring at least 3 runs. Gabe Villanueva now pitching for the Wildcats. First pitch is in there for a strike to Caden Carpio. We now have Gabe Villanueva, who is in left field, pitching for the Wildcats. He's the third pitcher that Littlefield has used. That one is low for ball 1. So now we have Villanueva on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first, Dawson Atkins at second, Ian Mendez at short, and Chip Green is back at third. That pitch was outside for ball 2. Braden Redmond is now in left field, Major McNeese in center field, and Blayton Solis still out in right. That one is going to be fouled straight back for strike 2. And that is actually not Solis. That is number 26, Gabriel Mata. Gabe Mata now in right field for the Wildcats. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. To the leadoff batter here for Dimmitt. 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside for ball 3. It's a full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch is going to be popped up. Well, it's hit high, deep out into right field. Up against the wall. And Carpio will be standing up at second base with a double. That was a hard hit fly ball to right field. I thought that thing was a pop-up. That's twice now today that, to me, it looked like it came off the bat just going straight up in the air, but that thing was hit hard and deep out into right field, so that puts a runner on second base with no outs for Dimmitt. And this is number 1 coming to the plate. This is Cesar Navarro now coming to the plate for the first time. So Navarro comes to the plate now for the Bobcats with a runner on second base and no outs. Wildcats lead this game 15-2. Villanueva, the pitcher for Littlefield. That pitch comes in for a called strike 1 to Navarro. 0-1. He shows bunt. Pitch misses low. Ball 1. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Navarro batting in the order for Samuel Gonzalez, who was batting for Chatham, who was ejected from the game in the first inning. One pitch. He misses on a bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Gabe Villanueva now pitching for the Wildcats. The 1-2 pitch, low and inside, gets past the catcher, and that allows Caden Carpio to go from second to third on the passed ball. Now Dimmitt has a runner on third with no outs. Back of the plate, it's 2-2. And Jaden Kirkland is going to go out to visit with his pitcher, Gabe Villanueva. Wildcats scored 1 run in the second inning, 2 runs in the fourth inning, 1 run in the fifth, and it was 4-2 Littlefield going into the sixth. The Wildcats brought 11 runs across the plate in the top of the sixth inning to make it 15-2. 2-2 pitch. The curveball comes in for a called strike as he goes down looking for out number 1. And Villanueva gets his first strikeout of the game. 1 away with a runner on third base for the Bobcats. And here's Diego Villarreal. Villarreal comes to the plate. First pitch. Misses a little outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Villarreal is 1 for 2 with a single and then reached on an error as that pitch misses low and away for ball 2. It's now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Villanueva, 2-0 pitch. Comes down the middle for a called strike 1, now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. Next pitch. A little low. Ball 3 now, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. We've been playing for about 2 hours and 5 minutes. That one is high, ball 4. So that will put runners on the corners for the Bobcats. Runners at first and third. Here's Angel Esqueda coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. So he steps into the batter's box with the runners at first and third and 1 out. Here's G with the first pitch. That'll be fouled off. Off the inside of the bat there, it's 0-1. 0-1 to the batter. Esqueda steps back into the batter's box. G delivers a strike. That's now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a ground ball hit out to shortstop. Mendez gloves it. Throws to first. It's in time. They go to second. And the runner is back in safely after a close play. McDonald to Adkins to try to get that runner at second as he dives back in safely. But Esqueda will ground out, which brings in the run. And that will make it 15-3, Littlefield on top. But now there's 2 outs with a runner on second base, and Creed Bruton comes to the plate. Creed Bruton at the plate now for the Bobcats. Villanueva's first pitch is outside for ball 1. Good stop there from Jaden Kirkland. 1-0. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, and the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs with a runner on second for the Bobcats. Villanueva gets the call from his catcher. Here's the 1-1. In there for a called strike 2. And now Villanueva's 1 strike away from ending this game here in the 6th inning. 15-3, Littlefield on top. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch just misses outside for ball 2. That was close. It's now twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner on second base. 15-3 is our score. Littlefield on top. Bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count. Payoff pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. That was, again, very close. So now the Bobcats have runners at first and second base with 2 outs. And Jaden Rodriguez comes to the plate now for Dimmitt. Rodriguez pickoff throw to second base, not in time. As the runner gets back in. So Villanueva gets the call from his catcher, Jaden Kirkland. First pitch to Rodriguez, high and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. As Jaden Kirkland will go out to the mound. We've been playing for 2 hours and 11 minutes, and about an hour of that has all been in the 6th inning. Here we are in the bottom. Littlefield scored 11 runs in the top of the 6th. We're now in the bottom of the 6th. Dimmitt has runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Pitch, high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Villanueva, the third pitcher the Wildcats have used. We started Major McNeese, then Chip Green, now G, and that'll be ball 3. Way outside. 3 balls and no strikes, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4, and that will load him up. Bases loaded with 2 outs here. And now Coach Hartley looks like he wants to come out of the dugout. I think we'll see a pitching change for the Wildcats. Looks like it'll be Ian Mendez coming on to pitch. So with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Littlefield trying to end the game here in the 6th inning, but having a hard time coming up with that 3rd out. We'll see Ian Mendez on the mound right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats baseball as we continue here in the 6th inning. It's been the 6th inning for a long time today. 2 outs with the bases loaded for the Dimmitt Bobcats, and Ian Mendez now coming on to pitch for Littlefield. 15-3, Wildcats on top. First pitch here is to Frankie Cortez, and he'll foul it off. 0-1 to the batter, Cortez. Mendez is now the 4th pitcher that the Wildcats have used today. Started with Major, then went to Chip, then Villanueva, now Ian. That pitch is low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to the batter Cortez. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single today. 1-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle for a called strike 2. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. And Dimmitt has the bases loaded with 2 outs, but Ian Mendez 1 strike away from ending it, and that one misses low. Ball 2. Now it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter. Pitch in there for a called strike 3 as Ian Mendez strikes out Frankie Cortez, looking to retire the side and end the game. The Littlefield Wildcats win it by a final score of 15-3. Littlefield scored 1 run in the 2nd inning, 2 runs in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, and 11 runs in the 6th inning. We scored 15 runs off of 10 hits, committed 1 error, and left 9 runners stranded on base. Dimmitt scored 1 run in the 1st, 1 run in the 5th, and 1 run in the 6th. They scored 3 runs on 6 hits, committed 5 errors, and left 6 runners stranded in the game here tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Friday night, the Wildcats are hosting Shallow-Water in the final regular season game. 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll be there with a broadcast here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.